Hey, Liz, I hear you got a little carried away with your recycling. Murph says she's never seen a lizard stash trash as fast as you. No. Murph said she's never seen a lizard stash trash as fast as you. Yeah, that sounds better. Hey, how you doing? I'm Malcolm-Jamal Warner, and the voice of the producer on the Magic School Bus. Now, I'm just going over my lines from one of the new scripts. I'm always amazed at what our team of writers and producers and scientists come up with. I mean, let's face it, the Frizz has taken these kids on some pretty hair-raising field trips. They've been almost trampled by a herd of triceratops. All right. Lost in the large intestine. And even vaulted out of a volcano. So, it's time for us to buckle up and take a little field trip of our own. We're gonna go behind the wheel of the Magic School Bus and find out just what makes the show run.
Take 4.
Miss Frizzle!
Here we go!
So, as Miss Frizzle would say, let's take chances, make mistakes, and get messy.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
The first stop on our behind-the-scenes field trip is New York City, and home base for the Magic School Bus Scholastic Productions.
Great. All right. Hold that thought, George. Hold that thought. Okay, now here's
It's here that the real-life producer of the Magic School Bus calls a meeting of the writers and scientists to hash out ideas for new shows.
We're gonna get the kids stuck in Wanda's house, shrink them down. The idea is they're gonna have to build their way out of it. Where we need some help from the science team is what kinds of structures can we build out of house?
Wait, I got an idea. What if we get them stuck in the bathroom?
Kitchen.
No, not the kitchen. The bathroom is so much funnier.
The bathroom? What are we gonna do in there?
And what if then they have to get across the toilet
Oh, I
at
like
some
it.
point?
It's perfect.
I suppose the biggest challenge about making Magic School Bus is finding a way to combine a really entertaining, fun story that's going to make kids laugh and want to do it again and wish they could go on it with really solid science.
You work with kids' experience. How do you cross something? You know, you walk across a stream on a plank, okay? So you could take something like nail
Emery
files.
boards.
2 emery boards tied together with a Band-Aid.
Be careful, Wanda. It's bending under her weight. It's not strong enough. Wanda! I made it.
So you got to make something that won't bend. So the question is, how do we make a structure that's strong enough and long enough? And one of the ways we can do this is gumdrops.
Gumdrops?
What a sweet idea.
Gumdrops are a universal building material if you're small. You can just take gumdrops and anything that's kind of a connection between them. In this case, they're hairpins. So squares are stronger than just straight things.
We make sure that we understand and we have learned the science the way we feel the kids will be learning it.
But it has a problem.
Not
Still
strong
weak.
enough. Still not.
Then you reinforce the square with a triangle because this doesn't collapse.
And the shape is triangles. Strong.
Cool.
Bridge.
Low.
Does it work?
Does it work?
Does it work? Does it
See, it's pretty solid.
we can't see.
You would walk across that if it were over a toilet, right?
That's great, Mike. I got one problem. Where are we going to get gumdrops in the bathroom?
That is a problem for the writers.
Touche. Who's going to write it?
Oh.
Bye. The most challenging part about writing this show is trying to get the science and the story to work together so that the science is actually part of the entertainment.
It's also good when we have a science topic that gives us lots of action and allows us to create an adventure so that we can discover the science rather than have Ms. Frizzle explain it.
Well, I think this script has come together pretty well. The only way to make a show like the Magic School Bus is with teams. We have teams of artists, of scientists, of writers, of musicians. We have teams of sound effects people. Part of what I have to do is to make sure that all those teams are working in tandem, to make sure that the creative vision remains true. Okay, I only have one word to say. Canada.
The script in hand, it's time to wing our way north to Toronto, Canada, and the home of the animation company, Nelvana.
Here at Nelvana, we create the artwork necessary for the production of the Magic School Bus. One of our major challenges is to be both entertaining and educational. And of course, that takes many people working closely together to get the job done. Speaking of which, hey Janice.
Is Larry done with the designs yet?
I don't know. Let's go find out.
Larry, how's it going? I'll be okay, guys. Part of my job on Magic School Bus is taking the words in the script and change them into pictures. Being a science show, I've had to change these kids into everything from bats, lizards, and sometimes clouds.
What happens next?
We become clouds.
And on our new script about the ocean shoreline, I've had to change our kids into mussels with personality.
I think we need a little more personality.
Personality. Personality.
Muscles with personality. As I'm reading this script, I make little notes to myself and some sketches about the kids as mussels and Miss Frizzle as a crab. The next thing I do is I have to check our visual Bible here to make sure that everything is science correct. These are some of our first drawings. We first tried to put their heads inside the mussels, but it looked as though they were going to be eaten. Then we tried out this, where the kids' heads are attached to the body. Then we finally got to some drawings with a little bit more personality, and then we added jetpacks. Once I'm finished doing my pre-production sketches, I send it off to storyboard with personality.
The storyboard is essentially the blueprint for the final production. What happens is a storyboard artist will get a script, such as this, and he has to imagine the entire show in his head. And then he has to draw down a drawing for every single scene that's in the show onto what is a storyboard page like this. Then the dialogue is put in from the script. This is a sequence that has been done at for recycling, for instance, which is when they first see Murph. She's in a recycling factory, and she comes toward the kids in a forklift, as you can see here. We have Frizzle introduce her, and we see a very good close-up of her for the very first time.
And the more stuff, the dreamier.
And we cut to a wide shot, and we see the entire factory and its workings, and it's all the funny machinery that's going on in the background that's really doing the recycling. And she essentially introduces the theme of this particular show right here.
An empty bin means we ain't gonna win. Win what, Ms. Murph?
And the answer, the war against waste, of course. This is just a small sample of a sequence, because what we finally end up with is this huge storyboard, which will be the visual and verbal guide to the entire production.
With the storyboard at hand, I can now see exactly what my character does in the scene. It's great. It's like looking at a comic book. I can see where he moves, how he moves, and believe me, with Liz always running around, I need all the help I can get. Now, for the moment, the storyboard is still just pictures and words, but with the help of a talented team of actors, starring Lily Tomlin as the Frizz and featuring yours truly as the producer, the classroom begins to get a little noisy.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Frizzle.
It's time for some vivacious vocalizations. Ready, class?
Ready.
To the studio.
All right, let's go.
I knew I should have stayed home today.
It's the only classroom I know of where the teacher and the students have never met. We record the voices for the show in different studios, in different countries, and at different times.
That's great. Miss Frizzle!
If you've sorted enough, let's recycle this stuff.
What's happening?
What's going on? Whoa! Oh, bad, bad, bad!
Here we go!
I think we're being frizzled.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? At my old school, we didn't have a studio.
Carlos does tend to tell some bad jokes. Like, you'd probably say, Carlos, you're looking a little flat there, eh, buddy?
Is it just me, or was that a really bad joke?
People say I always make bad jokes in the shows. I think they're funny.
Yeah. She's a very good friend.
Sometimes I have a red fro, once in a while, but I don't have glasses.
Hang on, Arnold! I'm hanging!
My name is Erica, and I play Keisha, and as you can see, we look a lot alike.
She's really smart. Smarter than everybody else.
Comparing myself to my character Wanda in the show, I have to say that really, I don't think I'm anything like her. Come on, you bunch of Weasley wimps!
I need to see things to believe them, you know? I like to learn by experience, and that's kind of how Keisha is.
I hate to do this, Ms. Frizzle, but I have to ask you some tough questions.
Well, this is Dorothy Ann, and Dorothy Ann is really smart. I'm kind of a lot older than her, but we still really relate. And I don't think I'm as bossy as she is.
You're the boss! Bossy!
I am not.
I've never recorded with the children. They record in Canada, and I record in the U.S., and yet it all works so wonderfully.
174, 174. Okay, here we go. One more time. 63, take 5.
Keep your eyes open, guys. If there isn't any recycling, there won't be any recycling bins.
Whoa! All that stuff waiting to be recycled got turned back into garbage.
Which means a lot more garbage has to go to the dump. So I don't need any research to know that those recycling trucks are garbage trucks.
But Walkerville's dump is pretty small. No way all this garbage will fit.
Excellent. And we've got 11 and 12.
Performing for animation is a very interesting, a different kind of a performance. What's fun about it is the fact that you don't have to worry about where all the cameras are and where all the lights are. You just go ahead and you do it. It's pure. The actor is just working with his voice.
17, and watch me and let me cut you off. This is 117, take 2. 1, 2, 3. Whoa!
You got it. We've got
Good. Just terrific.
And keeping track of all these voices on the Magic School Bus is the challenging job of the voice director. She definitely has her hands full. Trust me, I should know.
It's my job to go, okay, now, Hugh, you're going to run up the hill, and so I need you out of breath when you're saying, come on, guys, let's go.
I don't blame you, Arnold.
You don't?
Nope. I blame your crummy idea! Well, I just thought... It's too late to think. If we hadn't been recycling, I'd still have my soldier. And I wouldn't have to miss the one show I've been looking forward to seeing all year.
But there's still time to get there, Wanda. Why do you have to miss it?
And Lily Tomlin brings it all together in her signature performance as the Frizz.
Miss Frizzle is like the great improviser. She's whatever life throws her, she's able to take it, she mixes it up, she looks at it, she captures all kinds of surprises, and she makes an incredible science lesson out of it.
He's gonna eat us!
You know, this would be the perfect opportunity to study the digestive system of a T-Rex.
Miss Frizzle!
Sorting is the first step in recycling. Now, class, start dumping.
And what if we did one, now, class, start dumping?
Okay, sure.
This is 80, take 5.
Sorting is the first step in recycling. Now, class, start dumping.
That's it. That's the one. We got it.
First of all, I think I like best about the Frizz is that she's in awe of the universe. And she still has that innocent, really wondrous heart and mind and soul.
Now, this is what I'd call an all-encompassing experience.
Miss Frizzle!
Say hello to the Dinopus spider, trapper extraordinaire. I've been invited to dinner.
You mean you're going to be dinner?
Then I think I like the fact that she's able to drive this bus.
Seatbelts, everyone! How refreshing!
I think this would be a dream. You know, if you could have a bus like this, it would be pretty magical.
Ooh, what a fascinating idea. All aboard!
military intelligence know about this bus?
You know, I think one of the best things about being on a show like this is when you find out that it really works. And the most wonderful thing that we've heard from kids is they say the reason they like the Magic School Bus is because they find out stuff.
Frizz and the class aren't the only ones who get to ride on the bus. Magic School Bus, producer speaking. Everybody wants to get on board with the Frizz.
Look out below! Long time no see, Valerie!
Tony Randall came on board as the character R.U. Humorous.
But you caught me at a bad time. I'm expecting another customer.
More important than moi?
No one's more important than you, my little toggle bolt. Let's get cracking. Your body needs support to hold it up. It's got to have structure. And to find out about that, you need my special megarific introscopic.
I know.
Your body needs support to hold it up. It's got to have structure. And to find out about that, you need my special megarific introscopic kinetoexamino. It's got to have structure. And to find out about that, you need my special megarific introscopic kinetoexamino metascope. Mike, for short.
Anything with Lily Tomlin would be good enough for me.
Here, Bonesy, add this to your collection.
Rita Moreno joined one of our expeditions as paleontologist Dr. C.A. Skeledon.
I was asked to do it, and I immediately said, yes, you betcha. The association with Lily obviously is a wonderful one. But in addition to that, the fun of animation is that you can always take things a little broader.
Keep on digging, Fossilize.
Keep on teaching, Frizzle-wise.
Anyone know what you call a 65-million-year-old dinosaur egg?
Extinct.
Get it? Extinct. Oh, extinct.
Good yoke, Miss Frizzle. That's Rich, Carlos. It's Mr. Rule.
Good morning, Arnold. Where's Miss Frizzle?
Paul Winfield moved to the head of the class as the school principal.
What's amazing, Arnold, is that you know so much about color and so little about where Ms. Frizzle is.
We're going back to your classroom now.
Well, you know, Miss Frizzle's field trips probably are the reason why her students love her so much and are so enthusiastic about their schoolwork. But Mr. Rule, of course, doesn't know what goes on these field trips. And maybe one day I should just tag along, see what happens, what's going on.
We have had so many great actors as guest stars on the show, and I know they're drawn to it for the same reasons I am, that it's for kids, that it's meaningful, it's worthwhile, it's stimulating. On top of it, it's fun.
And joining the show as the Frizz's recycling cousin Murph is Dolly Parton.
Hello to my first cousin. Really put the love in your heart. You just adore her.
Okay. That won't be hard.
This is 65, 66, 67, 68, and 70. Take 3.
Class, say hello to my very first cousin, Katrina Eloise Murphy, better known as Murph.
Time's a-wasting, kiddies. An empty bin means we ain't gonna win. Win what, Ms. Murph? Well, the war against waste, of course. Oh, and save the Ms. for the Frizz, okay? Where do you want us to dump this junk? Ooh, you be careful how you say that, young lady. Without junk, I'm sunk. Oh, come on.
Because my cousin Murph here has dedicated her life to using the old to make the new.
Oh, thanks, Val. You always did have such a way with words. Well, let me show you what we mean. Over here, we got paper. Here's plastic number 1. We got clear glass, colored glass, and aluminum. Yeah.
As my great-uncle Day Cardboard used to say, whatever you throw out might one day throw you out.
You'll be doing this for the rest of your life?
Well, gonna dye my hair red next.
Once the voices are recorded and edited together, the animation process continues back in Nelvana. The producers and artists determine what the colors will be for the characters, background locations, and special effects. It's called art direction. The Frizz and the kids have their own unique set of colors for their skin tone, their hair, shoes, and whatever they're wearing. The paint is applied on the backside of a clear sheet of plastic called a cell. It doesn't look very neat until you turn it over. Then it becomes a perfectly rendered painting of the characters. 20,000 cells have to be painted, then photographed to make one Magic School Bus show. And that all happens in Seoul, Korea. Okay, let's see. We got the kids leaping around the screen in living color, speaking in their velvet voices.
What's going on?
We're being frizzled.
But wait, something's missing.
What's going on?
We're being frizzled.
Ah, sound effects, of course. I mean, they do make all the difference in the world, right? Now, just like all the other aspects of the show, the sound effects have to be scientifically accurate and are created by some of the most technically advanced methods available. Sometimes.
Where is she going? Ralphie, do something! Hey, stop!
All right.
That's one idea.
Yeah, it's got some clunks. It's got some of the impacts we need. We need more, actually.
We need bigger footsteps, definitely.
Hi, we're the Magic School Bus sound design team.
Right, and what a sound design team is, basically creates, all the sounds we need in an episode, all the sound effects. So if the bus transforms or it turns into something, we have to make it.
We're the guys.
Yep.
And gals. So today we're working on a robot for the body mechanics episode.
Right.
In which Ralphie makes his own robot out of, parts he finds here and there. So we've taken just regular old household things that we found in a regular old household,
Like
and
ours.
we're creating it.
We're doing the dinosaur sound. Now, nobody really knows what a dinosaur sounded like, but the science department has told us that this particular dinosaur here, the Parasaurolophus, had a horn that is believed to have helped them create their sound or help them vocalize. So I'm going to vocalize what I think a Parasaurolophus might have sounded like.
Okay, y'all ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, tape is rolling.
Okay.
In this episode, the kids went to the Arctic and they got blubberized to protect themselves from the cold. So we had to make a sound for that. So what we're going to try to do is use this bucket of hair gel and my hands and
a plunger. Hey, Dallas, you know what we really need?
more splats.
Ooh, I'll have to remember that. Music is one of the last things we create for the Magic School Bus, and we like to approach each of these episodes as if it were a little half-hour movie. The challenge, of course, is to find the right music for each scene. Like, for example, the scene with Ralphie and his robot. Nah, I don't think so. How about this?
work great if this were Frankenstein Part 7, but it's not. So we lightened them up a little bit and made them a little wackier. And when all the bells and whistles were added, this is what we ended up with.
Hey, where's he going? Ralphie, do something! Stop him!
I command you, stop! Hey, stop!
Plastic now, this is how we chop up what we choose. Melt it, cool it.
Now we've got some pellets we can use.
The holiday special gave us an opportunity to do something we've been wanting to do ever since Little Richard sang the theme song for us, and that is to add more original songs to the program.
We gotta give the gift that keeps on giving.
And then to have those songs sung by Dolly Parton is one of the best ways to get a message across.
If we don't, then in a flash, the world will be a goes around, comes around again. Don't you forget it.
Great.
What goes around, comes around again. Yeah, yeah. What goes around, comes around again. Woo.
We knew Dolly could sing anything and make it sound great. So when it came time to write a song for the show, we chose to go with a gospel number. Oh yeah, this is We Gotta Give the Gift. Keeps on giving. This now. So that we all still have a world to live in.
So that we all still have a world
to live in. Yeah, exactly.
I can do as good as you just did.
One. No, no. No, no, no. There you go. No, no. No, no. Great. It was great working with the kids for the first time. Because, you know, we've never had them sing on the show before. But they really got into the spirit of the song. I was very impressed. In you go.
What goes around? It's all for me. I'm gonna sing. Recycling is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, sing it, Murph Meister.
Because life ain't gonna be worth living. That's right. Unless we all agree to say, what, Murph? Don't just throw the world away.
No, no.
Cause what goes around comes around again. We gotta give the gift that keeps on giving. Recycle. So that we all still have a world to live in. Recycle. Cause if we don't, then in a flash, the world will be a big heap of trash. What goes around comes around again. You better believe it, girl. Yeah. What goes around comes around again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What goes around comes around again. Merry Christmas!
Happy Hanukkah!
Happy Kwanzaa!
Oh, deck the halls.
Yeah.
What goes around comes around again. And that's certainly true about the Magic School Bus. Now, as you've seen, it takes a lot of people from all over the world working together to keep those field trips flying. Because as one adventure ends, a new one is ready to begin. So, is everybody ready to record the new show?
Ready, Malcolm?
Well, the show is full of surprises.